Hour 2, Jones and Keefe here on WEEI. We'll get to McDaniels' comments on Stidham. Doesn't sound like he's a big fan, to be honest. We'll also get you a 4-pack of questions, Pats and Broncos, coming up at 11:30. Week in Review, 12:45, and, of course, woo-woo! Keys to Pats Broncos at 1 o'clock. Milton Williams going to join us in the 1 o'clock hour. I know he's not a fan of Jarrett Stidham.
Well, I don't think he has any opinion. At least 3 days ago he
never
did.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he doesn't like or dislike.
Fair point. Let's be fair to our guy, the milkman. It's not that he's not a fan. He just has never heard of him.
Who he is.
Good point. Okay, you were just reading me some submissions for top 5 horses up now.
Oh, yeah,
at Jones and Keefe.
People love the list,
of
though.
The Broncos. People seem to be big fans.
It might be another one of those viral tweets.
Could be.
We have it at Jones and Keefe. You can see the graphic
we're
of
already
it.
over our quota for the week. But, yeah, if you want to have another one get going, that's true.
The Headless Horseman, really good one. The Sawhorse, another good one.
Sawhorse. I was asking you, I was like, I didn't see that movie. You're like, no, like a sawhorse.
Actual sawhorse.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Well, that checks out for a guy who doesn't have a hammer.
He doesn't have a hammer.
Yeah, somewhere Mingles is shaking his fist. Let's see. Yeah, you said the Headless Horseman, Ichabod Crane. Some good ones from TV. Little Sebastian from Parks and Rec. What was the Little Sebastian song? I'm trying to picture it.
I forget.
The Little Sebastian from Parks and Rec.
Bye-bye, Little Sebastian.
Little Sebastian.
Yeah, that's good.
Rusty from Seinfeld.
5,000 Candles in the Wind
Oh, that's what it was called?
is what the Little Sebastian song is.
Nice. Crap, there was a good... Twitch chat also said Megan Thee Stallion. Great one.
Oh, missed that one.
That's a really good one.
That's a really good one. I like that.
Also a top 5 vegetable.
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, if you wanted to go that route. Oh, now he's cheating on Megan Thee Stallion? No, she's found love now. She's with Klay Thompson. They're doing great.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they're doing excellent.
Oh, good for her.
Yes.
Good for them.
Yes.
Is
Happy
what I
couple.
would say. Yeah, happy couple indeed. So I enjoyed that comment from Josh McDaniels, though. He's like, great person.
Yeah, good
Great
guy.
player, great person. He's
Good
like,
guy.
I don't know, it just never worked out for him. I'm like,
No, it didn't.
what do you mean it never worked out for him? He's been on a bunch of different teams. Yeah. He was drafted to be the successor. Well, he was first in line anyway, maybe not drafted for it, but first in line to be the successor to Tom Brady in 2020.
Yeah.
He's had opportunities on other teams. Like, what do you mean it never worked out for him? So I went and looked at this. Jarrett Stidham, the quarterbacks that he has backed up in his career. 2019, Tom Brady, makes sense.
Probably not going to win that job.
I have no problem with that one.
Yep.
Fine. You're a 4th-round pick, which, as Wiggy famously said, means...
You're a 4th-round pick.
You're a 4th-round pick. So I get that. Now, the next year in camp, he had an opportunity to get that job. He's in the driver's seat for that job.
Oh, it was basically his job for months.
The Patriots love Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah.
And he lost out to Cam Newton, who signed in, June.
Not only did he lose out to Cam Newton, and you're like, all right, Bill wants a bigger splash. He wants a veteran guy. That's fine. And Cam Newton had a game and a half where he played pretty well. Then he went in the toilet for the whole rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
He was awful before Halloween. So it's not like you just lost out in camp. You didn't prove to the coaching staff at that point that you were even better than maybe the worst quarterback in the league.
And then
The
when
New
Cam...
England Patriots love Jarrett Stidham.
Well, they had a funny way of showing it by never playing him.
Well, and then when Cam had COVID, they didn't even play.
went to
They didn't
Hoyer.
start him in that.
Right.
They started Hoyer. I think Stidham might have got into that game.
Yeah,
but they
maybe. I think
started
he
Hoyer.
played a little bit, but he never started a game for the Patriots, and he sat behind Cam Newton in his worst year of football, and Brian Hoyer, who was the classic backup.
So in 2021, it was Mac Jones. He was hurt. He was on IR, Stidham.
Yeah.
But, that's a rookie who came in. That seems like an opportunity for a guy who had been in the system for a few years.
Yeah. But as a first-round pick, you probably at that point, your better shot was in 2020.
2022, Derek Carr. They shut down Derek Carr at the end of the year, if you remember this. I actually heard Costos talking about this morning.
Yep.
They shut down Derek Carr after week 15 because they didn't want him to get injured and then they'd owe him money or he'd be under contract. So basically they could cut him in the offseason. Salary cap manipulation. Derek Carr, who they shut down. They didn't stick with him, though, and give him the opportunity after a 2-game cameo. Then he was with Russell Wilson in 23. That was Russell Wilson's second year in Denver, where it went miserably in the first year. They also shut down Russell Wilson to move on from him and gave Jarrett Stidham a cameo.
They wanted him to quit basically, and then they eventually had to just bench him. But
then last year, you like Bo Nix. I didn't like Bo Nix. In camp, there was a battle, and he couldn't beat out Bo Nix as a rookie. Obviously, Nix established in year 2 he wasn't going to beat him out.
Well, as much as I like Bo Nix, even I was like, wow, he got drafted really high. He got drafted, 12th overall?
But, the idea he didn't have opportunities. All right, you weren't going to beat out Tom Brady in 2019. I'd argue he had a chance pretty much every year, maybe not Derek Carr. He had a chance pretty much every other year to win the job, and he's never, ever won it, even when they've shut down the quarterback to get him in. That's really the only time he started. The Raiders shut down Derek Carr because they didn't want to pay him, so he got 2 starts. The Broncos shut down Russell Wilson because they didn't want to pay him, and he got 2 starts. Those are the only starts he's got in his life until Sunday.
Yeah, and then neither one of those teams wanted him, right? So it wasn't like, hey, we tried the veteran, didn't work out, we overpaid for him. Obviously, if you were Denver, I thought Russell Wilson was going to work there. It didn't. And you're like, all right, we're going to try to, squeeze out a playoff run here. And then you went to Stidham. So you got a chance to see him with that coaching staff. And then you went into the offseason. You're like, all right, we had 2 games from Stidham. Let's overdraft Bo Nix at 12 in the first round.
The Raiders they start him for 2 games. They got to look at him. They're like, we're good. We don't even want him back on the roster. The Broncos got to look at him for 2 games, and they're like, crap, we better go overdraft a guy in the first round.
So like that, I mean, he's had his chances, and there are 32 spots. I don't think all 32 are great by any means. And then you get into like the next layer down. So there's, even if you're just going too deep, there's 64 quarterbacks in the league. So yeah, he's one of the 64 best, I would say. But what does that really get you?
Right. May is right now 2.
1 or 2.
Right.
Yeah,
so like what does number 35 get you?
But what's funny is
26 get you?
Like, do you think Jarrett Stidham will be a starting quarterback in the NFL next year?
No,
neither do I. Now, if he lights it up.
Not week 1. I mean, maybe he'll do the same thing he's done before where he gets in late in the year because guys get hurt. But, like, he will not be a team's planned starter next year.
I don't think so either. Now, if he lights it up, like whatever the best case scenario is for him, and he lights the world on fire, then maybe. But correct me if I'm wrong, Nick Foles won the Super Bowl, and they didn't got rid of him, didn't they? They didn't even, like, keep him.
Yeah, he went to the Jaguars.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was like, the team, Bo Nix is their guy. So, like, when Milton Williams said they like Bo more than him, he's right.
He's 1,000%
no matter what
right.
Stidham does the next 2 games, he's going to be back to Bo Nix.
Couple more texts here with top 5 horses. I like to keep mixing this in. Horseradish. We saw that one earlier. That's a big miss.
I do like horseradish.
That's my kind of heat, Keefe, in food.
Good heat.
I don't like super hot.
No, right amount of heat.
I like a Chinese mustard, horseradish.
Yeah, so it's
wasabi.
There. Yeah.
I like a slow burn heat. Yeah, no, I love.
But you don't need to like just drown yourself in milk.
I love a horseradish.
Yep.
Budweiser horses, good one.
Yeah,
Somebody said the horse head and the Godfather, great one.
Yeah,
I saw this in Twitch chat earlier. Billy, this one's for you. Also on the text line, Pie-O-My.
Pie-O-My from The Sopranos.
From The Sopranos. That's a pretty good
one.
That's not bad.
We don't even know who killed Pie-O-My.
Yeah, we do. I think we do.
We do?
Yeah, it was
Ralph set the fire.
Thank you. It was Ralph. It was Ralphie. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Nothing good happened to him, let me tell you.
No.
Okay, so there you go. Let's get some phone calls. 617-779-7937. Mike is in Attleboro on Jarrett Stidham. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, guys. First, I always love your show, but I just think Stidham has nothing to lose. He can go out there and
AFC
just
championship game.
throw, and you know what? If he screws up and throws 4 picks, you can just say, hey, I haven't played in so many years. I haven't had any starts. So he's got nothing to lose, and they don't have any real tape on him. So
I agree
don't think
with
they win, but I think he's got nothing to lose.
I agree with the first part. I mean, like, yes, technically he has the game to lose, but I get his point where, like, if he plays terribly, it's like,
no
okay,
pressure.
So did C.J. Stroud, so did Justin Herbert. You're not those guys. Nobody's really expecting anything out of you.
Do you totally agree, though? Because I heard Costos making this case today. I've heard others making this case as well. If he plays well, and I don't know that I totally agree with this, but I've heard people make this case. If he plays well, he could be the next Nick Foles, Jeff Hostetler. He could be the next Matt Flynn. Like, you play well for a game and then you go get a big contract somewhere. So it's not no pressure.
Well, no, but I guess it's semantics and how I'm answering the question. Like, in that case, like, he has something to win. Because it's like, it's not like there's a starting job waiting for him as of today. Like, he has to play well to get it. Whereas if he doesn't, go back to being the backup.
But
it
might be his last opportunity to get that.
Yeah, maybe. Like, I guess it's sort of like a showcase game for him. But I also go back to what Rob Ninkovich said on Wednesday, like, from the defensive perspective, they kind of hate playing the backup quarterback. Like, the backup quarterback does go in there and is just sort of like, all right, I'm just going to play. They can play more loose. Whereas, like, Bo Nix would have way more pressure on him. It's like, you're at home, you're the 1 seed, you're the starting quarterback. Like, you better play well. Whereas Jarrett Stidham, it's like, yeah, you don't want to have like a Nathan Peterman type of game, but as long as you like acquit yourself okay, you'll be fine.
Colt 45 is a malt liquor. Damn it.
Colt 45.
You guys also looked, Keith, this one's on us. This is a bad miss.
Yeah.
Horse the basketball game.
Or classic horse. Horse is a great game.
It's more of a 21 guy.
Oh, really? You like to get physical?
Yeah.
You like to throw your elbows around a little bit.
Yeah, free throw. I like shooting free throws with nobody guarding me.
Sometimes you play a quick game of pig. You didn't have time for horse.
Yeah, I don't have
quick game. I don't got time for pig.
Look, I'm a busy man.
Yeah.
I don't have time for horse.
Yeah.
Pig, I'll play.
Like, oh, yeah, you're going to bounce it in again? You're bouncing it in again? Awesome. Oh yeah, lefty scoop shot.
I'll tell you what, it's fun. It's fun to play horse now with like Lucas and his friends, like
Yeah.
other 7-year-olds.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, oh my god, look at Lucas's dad.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like,
awesome.
It's like a layup.
Yeah, yeah. Off the glass,
Bang shot.
kiss it.
Yeah, in like 2 years, that's not going to be very impressive. But right now, with
right.
seven-year-olds,
Yeah,
horse is a good game.
the 8-foot
yeah.
hoop.
Yeah, but again,
All right, Dominic Wilkins windmill dunk. They're like, what?
but if you're a busy man, pig is it's a game for busy men who have things to do, movers and shakers.
Yes.
We don't have time for horse.
Also, you remember this has been a real deep cut when Todd Helton had his farewell season.
I do remember this.
The Rockies gave him a horse.
Yeah. There you go. It'd be like, great.
What do I do with it?
What am I supposed to do with this thing?
Take it home.
Poops everywhere.
I don't have a ranch.
I don't have money in my monthly budget to feed this horse.
You have a backyard, right, Todd? He's like, I guess. Oh, yeah, I have a horse.
Throw a horse on there. Yeah.
I don't want this.
Let's go to Josh in Texas. Hello, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, what's going on, King? I called like 7 weeks ago and I talked to you. I told you that.
I remember that.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out why are we talking about this guy Stidham so much. We talked about him more than C.J. Stroud and we talked about more than Justin Herbert. If any of these teams, even Josh Allen, any of these teams that ever played Jarrett Stidham in the AFC Championship, we would not give him absolutely no chance. And now we talk to him like he's the scariest guy on earth. It's absurd to me. I mean, we got the better defense on top of that. I think with Bo Nix, we'd still beat them by 20.
Okay, well, I don't know
very
about,
confident,
I don't know
Josh.
about
So I guess
I would
Do
have
you
picked him
have
against.
confidence in Peyton getting the most out of the quarterback in this ball game here? Stick him.
All right, so I would say, and I could be missing a couple of reasons. The reason we've talked a lot about Jarrett Stidham this week is because he's the quarterback on the other team. He's thrown into it because the starter got hurt, and who knows how.
It's such a massive gift.
In
for
a
the
crazy way.
Patriots. Yeah.
And he
The
used
New
to.
England Patriots
Yes,
love
and
Jarrett
he
Stidham.
was on the Patriots, and McDaniels coached him in 2 different places.
Yeah. I think we've talked about it in the proper amount.
I think the right
guess,
amount.
I guess he disagrees. What was I lied, Keefe. I'll
You don't remember the call?
I don't remember his call 7 weeks ago. What was it about?
Well, when was that? Christmas? Maybe he just was calling in to say Merry Christmas? I don't know.
Like, I feel like you guys are going to be talking too much Jarrett Stidham in a few weeks. Like, what
You guys
was he?
better give equal talking time to the quarterbacks.
Would you have picked the Pats against Bo Nix and the Broncos?
Yes.
AFC title game in Denver. I would have as well.
Yes, I would have. I am surprised that
Broncos would
the
have.
number
Broncos
swung
opened
as
as a
much.
favorite.
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm surprised that the number swung as much as it did. Because it's like, all right, especially if you're Vegas, you're like trying to put the number there where people will bet both sides. And if you're like, all right, well, if you thought Denver was the better team with Bo Nix, it's amazing that they would be like that much of a draft. Because basically what they're saying is like on a neutral field, they'd be like 7-8 point favorites.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make you nervous at all that the money's come back to the Broncos? The line went from 5.5 to 4.5.
Not necessarily. I mean, I think that's just like because that was a big. If the look ahead line was 1.5, I really was surprised that it jumped to 5.5,
Yeah,
even with the backup quarterback.
That's 7 points,
Yeah.
even with
So I think it just
the
leveled
adjustment
out.
back. It's still 6.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
5 or 6. 7 or 8. Good call.
Let's go to Tony in the car on Drake May.
Hey, Tony.
Hello, Tony.
Hey guys, I got a good one. I hope it's not out there yet, and you guys haven't seen it, but a horse deal here, a commercial,
deal?
a meme, maybe. Think of Blazing Saddles.
Okay.
Remember the horse who got knocked out?
Yes.
We put Drake May's helmet and his jersey on the guy, and then the Broncos helmet on the horse, and I think that'd be a great little kick on the Broncos.
I think you're sitting on a viral meme right now. You shouldn't tell anybody else.
Time as efficiently as we can.
Who should ask Gronk?
So Gronk is a
you have
tricky mistress.
You don't have confidence in Gronk to get that
Not
done?
really. No.
No, if you want to see the horse in its underwear, Gronk would do that.
Gronk's your guy.
Yeah.
Take the saddle off the horse. It's like, okay.
Yeah, remove the horseshoes.
Yeah. Hey, shoes off. Yeah. Slip it into like a nightie. You want the horse in a nightie?
Yeah, take those nails out. Yeah. That's good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's for me, Gronk.
Yeah, but the horse on a boat. Like, why? That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I don't know if Gronk. I don't know if Gronk can do it.
No. You got to do that on your own. You got to get an Adobe Photoshop like Jordan Hudson had. Start getting in the lab yourself.
Yeah, sorry, Tony. That's on you. You're gonna have to make that viral meme.
The problem is if you ask Gronk then has that knowledge of people wanting that, and then they're gonna usurp it from you, and it's gonna be gone.
Yeah,
there's no copyright at that point. Now Gronk owns it.
Yeah, why can't I think of that's their IP? That's their intellectual property is what that is. Yeah, it's written right into the contract. 617-779-7937. More your feedback here leading into Pats and Broncos AFC title game, plus a 4-pack of questions for Pats and Broncos. It's the Friday 4-pack right after Trending with Billy.